as of now, machine can do only one kind of task. That is called which one? Weak AI, otherwise called artificial narrow intelligence. So second type is called artificial general intelligence. It's also strong AI, little bit strong. So involve machine that process ability to perform any intellectual tasks that human being can do. So multiple tasks. Okay. So multiple tasks at a time. For example, if you ask the robot to welcome somebody or do some multiple tasks at a time, so that is called which one? General intelligence. So human can do multiple tasks at a time. Okay. So that is called which one? Artificial general intelligence. So say only one task means specific task means it's artificial narrow intelligence. General intelligence means multiple tasks at a time. Super intelligence means we have when the machine can capability of computing will surpass human. They can, whatever human can do, machine can do. That is called which one? Super intelligence. Okay, you might have seen Terminator movie and another one something in the even Rajanikant movie also there. So if you look at this, that kind of machine is called which one? Super intelligence. Okay, so the capability what human cannot do, the machine can do. Okay, for example, something normally within fraction of second human can't do some work, but machine can do. So that kind of work is called which one? Super intelligence. So what is the main difference? Narrow intelligence specific task, and super general intelligence multiple tasks, and artificial intelligence super intelligence means the more than the human being. Okay, but as of now, please understand, not even 1% of human brain is automated or overtaken by artificial intelligence. Less than 1% of human being. So the future job will be only related to creativity or something which is human robot cannot do. That kind of work only will be there. So as a manager, you have to develop your skill which is not robot cannot do it. Okay, so if you look at this, so far in the world only we have which one? Artificial narrow intelligence. Okay, so we don't have so far which one? General intelligence also not there, super intelligence also not there in the world. Okay, only movie they are showing. Okay, the Terminator movie and all is only hypothetical, it's not a real one. Okay, so as of now we have only in the narrow intelligence only 1% only automated through robots. So still we have scope for this. So you have to develop the skill which is not done by the robots. Okay, so that's the point here. So still 1% human brain only, the artificial intelligence are overtaken. Okay, the second part, the programming language. So as I told you, so machines mean you have to use data to train the machines. So for this we are going to learn machine learning. So statistics will be same, but they are using in industry different terms, machine learning, deep learning, but basically statistics, data, and the interpretation is common. Okay, so there are different programming languages are there: Python, Java, Lisp, R. Another one is called what is this? Stata. Another one is there, SAS. Okay, so these are the softwares are widely used in the industry. SAS. Okay, another one is called Stata. So in the business analytics class, we are going to use SPSS. Okay, so SPSS is mostly used in the academic. Okay, so industry mostly they'll use Python or SAS. Nowadays, this Java also they're using, but widely these three software used in the industries. Okay, but Python is very famous, but R also equally famous. Okay, we are going to learn. If you learn R or Python, you can learn. If you learn R, you can easily learn Python. If you learn Python, you can easily learn R. Almost same. Okay. What is the advantage between R and Python? R mostly focus on statistical and data analysis. Python, using Python, you can create software, some kind of computer related product also we can develop. Some softwares we can develop, some web page, all these things we can develop. But R we can do data analysis, visualization. So mostly it's used for data analysis, but Python will have not only statistical analysis, you can develop product also, software product like Java, C++ kind of things also you can do it. Okay, but Python is famous, but R we are going to learn. But if you learn R, you can you can easily learn Python also. Okay, so let's say R also same, the same kind of coding, almost same layout will be there. Okay. Okay. So we'll see. We are going to learn R, but Python is recommended, but R we are going to learn. Okay. So R is a programming language. In this, we are going to use statistical analysis. It's easy to use. Complete data analysis, just two line. Okay. We are going to write some coding, but coding we can save, and feature also that coding we can use it. Small changes we can do, and we can use it for further data analysis. Okay. So just history of R software. So R is originated from there is a lab called S lab. Yes, initially they called it as not R software, it's called S software. Okay. So it is developed in the statistical language by John Chambers at Bell's Labs in 1970. Almost 50 years back they developed this software, but that time its name is called S software. And then they changed into R. The name of the software is they changed it to R by 1990 by Robert Gentleman and Rose Ika at the University of Auckland. So they wanted this software for data statistical analysis, open source data analysis. Most of the, if you look at this, before 1990 and all, most of the software you have to pay. Still you have to pay. For example, SPSS, some other software, SAS, some other softwares you have to buy. You have to pay for the even there is some kind of a duplicate version will be there, but you have to pay similar to the MS Office. Okay, so now this kind of open source softwares are available to do some kind of AI or machine learning programming. Okay, so there are a lot of softwares why we are using R. Okay, for example, R, SAS, SPSS, Excel also we can use. For example, we use for research method data analysis, we use only Excel. So, but please understand, whatever software we use, the inside this programming, for example, if you want to calculate average mean the total divided by numbers, okay, that formula will be, the mathematics will be same for all the software. It will not change. Only the layout, how you are collecting. Sometimes it will one click will get it. Sometimes R and all you tried some programming, but mathematics will be common for all the softwares. Okay, so regression means same steps will be there. Algorithm will be same for all the softwares. Only this thing will be how you are getting the output. Sometimes you have to get the go to menu and you have to put some 2, 4, 5 options and you will get the output. Python R and all you write some 10 to 50 line coding. How you are getting output will be vary, but inside the algorithm will be that the coding or mathematics will be same for all the software. Okay, so we'll see why we are using R. So it's open source software. Python also open source, but this also open source and is widely used. In industry also they are using Python, also using R also they are using. So more than 2 billion users are around the world. New features are being developed all the time. So new add-ons will be there. So a lot of community users. If you any doubt, you can Google it. Okay, Google lot of, if any problem with R, if you just copy paste and put it in the Google, you'll get answer for that. Easy to rerun and work with previous work and make adjustment. If you we are developing a regression machine learning for particular case study, if you have another data set, only you have to change the data set, remaining thing will be almost same, the codings will be same, you can reuse. So one of the advantage when compared to Python in the R software is graphics visualization. The best part of R software is the graphics and visualization. The lot of options will be there. For example, pie chart, bar chart, there are a lot of graphics available so compared to Python. So today's class we are going to use R command line interface, okay, R software. So there is another type of software in the R is called write down graphical user interface, okay, like a menu option. Now we are going to use coding option. There is another kind of software in the R is called which one? Menu driven. Okay, we are going to run coding driven. There is another one is called menu driven. There is a R Studio, write down Rattle. Just Google it, will get it. But without R command, R Studio and R Rattle will not work. The basic is R command. Top of this, R Studio will work. With the R Studio and R Rattle will have some graphical interface. For example, menu driven. If you can just click data analysis, you can go somewhere and you click this, will get output. But R command mostly work on the codings. You have to type some codings and you have to get the output. But even though if you want to use R Studio and Rattle, you first have to install the R command. Okay, so yesterday I sent the link. Today also I will send some show you. First we'll install, then we'll go to the case study of machine learning and we'll do it. Okay, So these are some of the example. You note down this step. http://www.rproject.org. Yesterday I've sent this one. I'll one more time I'll send it to you in the message. How everybody download software? Check this. Avinash was asking. Avinash, yeah, please check it. How many people not download the software? So Ashwin was asking the download. I sent to Ashwin. You check it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I got it.
Yeah. If you look at some of the useful website, these are the things that anyway I share this video recording and the slide also. You can get it. These are some of the useful resources. If you any doubt in future, if you're joining some company, so please understand. Even though you are manager, you are not using some codings in your companies or what this directly you are not doing. Some technical people are there doing, but at least you need some basic understanding. Okay, at least you don't on in-depth understanding, some basic understanding of how the programming works. Then only you can ask no right question to your subordinate. Okay, so you don't need of in-depth knowledge. At least I'm going to teach some of the basic things. Okay, so please understand. As I told you, the world is looking for what type of managers now. Nowadays is called T-shaped managers. Yesterday also I told. Okay, so you should have the depth in particular subject. Okay, and also you should have breadth in a lot of subject like programming, software skill, digital marketing. Okay, so then only you can survive in any company. Okay, suddenly one job this depth is gone, the future is gone, mean any other you are breadth job, digital marketing or program data analytics or some other quality control, you can go ahead and develop this skill for your job purpose. Okay, so his future will not be only one job, you have to develop the one job, detailed one, then for getting a job, and also alternatively to plan for the other kind of skill also. So for example, suddenly we don't know, future is all about, no, they call this a VUCA world. Okay, so volatility, uncertainty, ambiguity, something they're telling. So everything will change. Suddenly some other corona will come, some jobs will go off. Okay, now tourism is totally gone. Tourism and entertainment industry is almost gone. Okay, so it will take another 1 or 2 years to come up. Okay, so airlines also. So food industry is still there, which is not affected by corona, but future we don't know. But as a manager, you have to develop particular skill, and also you should know some idea about other areas also. So one of the areas, this coding and a little bit, if you know, if data analytics and all, if you want, you can some more you can develop. Okay, but if you're working in some company in some other job, your team will be have some working on this one. As a manager, you should have some understanding how coding work, how machine learning works. Okay, then only you can ask right question to your subordinates. Okay, this is my suggestion. You accordingly you can plan it. Okay, so we have downloaded. So before starting machine learning case study, I just want to give some machine learning. What is machine learning? What are the types of machine learning? We know what is different types of artificial intelligence. Now we'll see what is machine learning. What are the different types we'll learn. Okay, so if you look at this, every day, at least every second, we are generating 1.7 MB of data. Everybody is generating. Okay, so the data is coming from cloud, Internet of Things, social media. We discussed in the QT also. So we call it as a cloud as ERP. So Internet of Things is mission. Okay, mission, IoT missions, and social media. So data is everywhere. So because of data, we are using machine learning to mainly for three purposes. Because of increasing data, we are putting into the machine learning, and we are major outcome of machine learning is three. If you want, you can write down. One is for uncover pattern and trend in data. So what is the pattern? Okay, so what will happen in future? So that we are going to find out from the machine learning. And second one is we are going to solve the complex problem. Okay, solving the problem also, the company's problem, we are going to use machine learning, and also improving decision making. Okay, so everything's main outcome is decision making. So these are the major outcome of machine learning. Okay, because of lot of data is there, so using this data we are going to find out some new insight. From the insight we are going to solve some problem. From the problem decision making is important. So that is called not normal decision, it's a data driven decision. So machine learning is first coined by Arthur Samuel in 1959. Okay, who coined the term artificial intelligence? Who coined the term artificial intelligence?
John
John
McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Yeah, like Arthur Samuel coined the term 1957. Okay, this will be useful where there are. I will going to give some kind of competition, Kaggle or some other analytic with a competition. There's food related case studies are there. Just participate. Okay, using this output. Okay, there may be some quizzes if you attend. They will ask this kind of question. Just read this. What is machine learning? A computer program is said to learn from experience C with respect to some class of task T and perform the measure P if it is performed at the task in T as measured by P and improve with experience E. I think this will be complicated definition. Okay, so anybody understand this definition? Anybody? Yes, sir. No, okay. So I'll give some simple example. So if you look at this, write down machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence which provide machine the ability to learn automatically and improve from the experience without being explicitly programmed. Okay, no need to tell anything. So automatically machine will understand. Okay, so one part is a machine learning subpart of artificial. Second part is automatically it learns from the experience. Okay, so how the experience and all I will learn some case study, then you understand. Okay, so no need to program every time. So once you program one time, automatically it will come. For example, if you give a lot of images to a machine, okay, a lot of images about cat and dog to train. So automatically next time if you see any images, it will automatically tell you whether it's a cat or dog. But before that, you have to train with the machine how cat will look, how dog will look, using different picture, different color, different size. So then only based on the train, what is this? Machine will understand. Next time if you see any machine will see using the camera or computer vision, is automatically classify this is a dog or the cat based on the past experience. What is the past experience? Images data. Okay, so for example ours is experience here, machine central is a data. Okay, I will tell you. Okay, 2 point you have to understand. So we automatically learn from the experience. Experience means is it not experience from the data experience. Okay, humans is experience. So before that, some definition. So these are some of the definitions in the machine learning. One is algorithm, model, predictor variable, response variable, training data, testing data. Algorithm mean right? Algorithm, regression algorithm, logistic regression algorithm, cluster algorithm. All our algorithm is nothing but a statistical techniques, rules. Okay. Model mean equation, y equal to a plus bx. Equation is called which one? Model. Equations are some kind of mathematical equations. That is called which one? Model. Algorithm is their statistical techniques. Okay, or some kind of statistical some kind of derivations. Okay, that is called algorithm. Predictor variable, did you remember in the Qt we used to have predictor variable, otherwise called, what is the other name for predictor variable? Any idea? We used in Qt. Response variable, otherwise called, we used to have one box, and the box, each data analyst I used to write one box. What is predictor
Independent variable, dependent variable.
Very good. Which is independent variable? Predictor variable is a different variable. Response variable is the independent variable. Very good. So predictor variable is otherwise called output variable, otherwise called dependent variable. Response variable otherwise called independent variable. Okay, here also regression also will be there. Independent. Training data mean machine is used to build using the training data. For example, training data mean we are giving some out of 1,000 images of cat and dog. First we will use 80 images for training data. Remaining 20% will use 80% will use for training and testing data. Total data, whatever the sample you are collecting, we are dividing into two parts. One is called which one? Training, and another one is called testing part. Okay. So why we are doing, I'll tell you. It's testing the accuracy of model. So whenever you have data, total data. So this is the total data. Okay, please understand. Now we are learning theory, then we'll go to the case study. Total data, there are two parts. One is called which one? Training data. Another one is called testing data. Training data, for example, if you you have 100 data, 100 samples. Okay, so 100 sample, for example, you are collecting uh, uh, for example, taste of the food in canteen. Okay, so is a function of what you are doing, function of what are the variable will be affecting the taste of the food, time, okay, content. Okay, so this is called a model. Okay, so using this you collected 100 sample of consumer. 80% you are using for what is this, training data, and 20% you'll use for testing data. Always training data will use more sample, testing data will use less to sample, maybe 70-30 or 60-40. Okay, not 50-50. At least it should be more than training data should be more and testing data should be less. That is a thumb rule in the industry also. So you have to train more and test should be sample. Okay, so mostly they will use 80-20 or 90-10. Okay, 95-5. Okay, so not 50-50. It should be at least 60-40. Okay, it should not be more than 100%. Okay, so that is a normal procedure in industries. Okay, so these are some of the terminology we are going to use. Don't worry, we'll once you go to the data real example, you understand properly. Okay, any doubt in testing and training data? Yeah, please write down. There are these are the steps in the machine learning. So how many steps are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. Okay, please understand this is a process. Whenever you're going to industry, whether you are not going to use machine learning in implementation, at least you should have the idea what are the different steps. Okay, the first step is defining the objective of the problem. Okay, write down. Don't write everything. Defining the objective of the problem. Okay, assume that you want to predict the possibility of rain by studying the weather condition, whether today will be raining or not. So what is your project objective? To predict the possibility of rain. Okay, so for this you have to, what is the target variable? So rain, yes or no question, whether rain or not rain. Okay, input variable, what are the input variable you have to collect? What kind of problem we are facing? Okay, whether it's a binary or cluster, it's a binary, yes or no. Okay, whether yes, rain will come or not rain. The first step of any machine learning process will be what? Defining the problem, defining the objective of the problem. Second step will be what? Is it okay written? Only don't write everything, just write down the steps. Defining the objective. Shall I wait or shall I proceed? Shall I proceed or shall I wait?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can proceed.
Data gathering. Okay, after once you identify the problem, then you have to collect the data. So please understand, data collection not only questionnaire based, you can collect from the IoT data. So for example, this example, what is the example we are taken to predict the possibility of rain in the rain by weather condition? So what are the data are needed? One is weather condition data, how much, what is the weather condition? Second one is humidity level. Third one is temperature. Fourth one is pressure. So all the data you have to collect through the web or some IoT you have to collect it. Second step is what? Data gathering. Third step. What is the third step? Preparing the data. Okay, preparing data means data cleaning. Okay, preparing as otherwise called. Please understand, in company, most of the people are spending more time on cleaning the data. If you, there was a survey they conducted in the industry, particularly the AI related company. In the 7-step process, mostly they're spending more time on data cleaning. The quality of data they're getting is not up to the mark. So spend more time on cleaning the data. Missing values are there, corrupted data will be there, unnecessary data will be there. So they have to transform one data to another data. So these are the issues that they faced in the machine learning process, preparing data. Third step, they're spending more time. Okay. Okay. Next step is exploratory data analysis. Machine learning is an advanced topic. So did you remember what are the two types of statistics? Did you remember? What are the two types of statistics?
Descriptive statistics and differential statistics.
Yeah. It's like a descriptive statistics. So you have to like a descriptive explorer. What is the average? What is the line chart, bar chart? So machine learning is advanced topic. So this is the basic thing you have to explore before going for regression or some advanced. You have to understand what is the pattern, what is the line chart, what is the bar chart, how it looks, data is looks, the correlations, and all you have to do it. Basic statistics you have to do it. Okay, that is called explorative factor analysis. Next, you have to go for machine learning. This is what we are going to do it in the classrooms. Okay, so mostly we are going to spend more time on this one. We are going to apply some regression, decision tree, clustering, all these things we are going to apply. So you have to build some, here only we are going to use training data set. Okay, training data set mean what? What is the training data? That's Tejaswini, what is the training data set? Are you there? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What is the training data set?
Training data means we have to already give data for for machines to do the work.
Training data should be more than testing data, less than training testing data.
More than.
Okay, more, it should be more. Okay, so normally we are using this as the base for base data to learn. Okay, to machine should learn. Okay, so building a machine learning model. Next step is prediction. So here only we are going for prediction. So final outcome we are going to predict. So machine learning mostly is a predictive modeling. Okay, predicting the feature. So whether the accuracy model is correct or not. Okay, whether the prediction is consistent or not. For example, if you are using Google Assistants, right? So before implementing Google Assistant, they will do all these things. Okay, so they try with a different kind of voices. For example, there is one question called, what is the temperature in Bangalore? Okay, this is the question I'm giving to the Google. Okay, what is independent variable is what? Voice data. Outcome variable is the answer. Okay, so for this they will Google will use different kind of voice. My voice will be different because my slang will be different. Chinese slang will be different. Some other South Africa slang will be different. US slang will be different. In India itself there are different slangs will be there. So they try to use different kind of data to train the machine. Even though this kind of small variation, it try to give answer. If you give very odd way to answer the Google, it will not give answer. So that's how the machine will be trained. So using this is, for example, they train the machine and predict whether it's working with a different condition or not. That's the final step. 7th step, predict. Okay. So how many steps are there? Totally 7 steps. Defining the problem, data gathering. Data gathering means not only questionnaire, machine data, web scraping, all these things. Then preparing the data for making the data, cleaning the data. Then data exploration, descriptive analytics and all we have to apply. Then build the model using the which one? The testing. Then model evaluation. Okay, so model evaluation I didn't teach you or what? Model evaluation, I forgot to teach this one. Okay, 6th step is model evaluation. So model evaluation is the error, whether the model is as per the error how much you are giving. Okay, so I will tell you all these things. So we have to optimize. Optimizing best less error. Always machine will not be 100% right. Some error will be this error should be less. Okay, so they're using some kind of parameter tuning or some other testing. So there is something called error, actual minus estimated something. I'll tell you all these things. Okay, so they will 6th step they'll check the error, and 7th step is a prediction. Okay, I'll just one more time I'll recap. So this is very important framework. As a manager, you have to keep it in your mind. Okay, so whenever you are implementing any AA project, you have to take this framework and you have to check whether all the steps are going on, whether that your subordinate or your team is working on this one. Okay, maybe in initial time, maybe you also working on coding and all. But in future, if anybody is coming with any output, you have to check whether data is clean, whether where they collected data, whether they use training testing data set. At least you should have an idea how should ask some question to your subordinate. So this framework will be definitely will be useful. First is defining the problem of this one. Second one is data gathering. Third one is preparing data. Fourth one is explorative data analysis. Fifth one is building a machine learning model. Once you develop the model, then you have to check the accuracy, whether the model is giving less error or more error. If you're giving more error, you have to add some more data, or you have to change the process and you have to develop. Okay, that is 6th step. Last step is prediction, final outcome. Okay, so is it okay? Have we written these steps?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This framework, keep it. This will be not change. And next one is write down types of machine learning. So there are three types of artificial intelligence, right? What are the three types of artificial intelligence? Ravi Kumar, tell me what are the three types of artificial intelligence?
Sir, artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, artificial super intelligence.
Yes, very good. Okay, like this type of machine learning also, there are first one is supervised machine learning. Write down first type. Don't write that wording. Write down this notes. At least you keep it. Anyway, I'm sharing the video on PPT, but you please keep it. Supervised learning. Okay, supervised learning mean, for example, you look at the case study, the above diagram. So output will be input will be independent variable will be known. We can say which is dog, which is cat. You can classify. So here says Tom and Jerry. Tom is I think cat. Jerry is the rat. Okay. So if you look at this one, we know what is the input independent variable. So which images and all Jerry, which is images and all Tom. So we'll put it in the algorithm, regression algorithm or logistic regression algorithm train. The output will be based on the images. It will classify. If you have the tail, small tail, ear is somewhat bigger. Okay, eyes are the algorithm. It will be there. It will capture all these things. If this pattern is there, mean the output will be Jerry. If it is a somewhat light color, height is more height, and some hair is there in the mouth or something is there. This kind of a pattern is there in the algorithm. They find out this pattern mean the output will classify as the Tom. Okay, so this is called which one? Next time whenever you give any image without this one, it will automatically classify. So the supervised learning means we are already classifying the input variable. Accordingly, the output will be come. Okay. For example, for prediction of your some rain in this one. Okay, so already we are giving the temperature more, temperature less, or something we are giving mean automatically we predict rain will be there. If more temperature mean automatically we give what is independent variable. Okay, what are the independent variable? Based on this output will come. Okay, so that is called supervised machine learning. Another one is called unsupervised machine learning. Unsupervised machine learning, the independent variable will not be coded or unknown. So here independent variable is known. Here independent variable will not be coded. For example, in the independent variable, for example, in the classroom. Okay, so we are putting in the classroom, but we are trying to classify based on your educational qualification. Somebody is studying food processing, somebody is studying agriculture, somebody is studying general management. Based on this, we are grouping. These groups are studied food processing related subject. This group are not food processing related subject. So like this, we are grouping. But independent variable, we are not initially we are not grouping. Okay, but just we are making some group based on the pattern. We are grouping into output. Okay, so if you look at this here, main difference between supervised and unsupervised is there is no independent variable in the unsupervised. Supervised variable mean the independent variable will be there, but it will be coded. Coded mean what is the name of the independent variable, what is the characters, everything we know. Okay, that is called supervised learning. Okay, unsupervised meaning variable will be there, but we are not unknown. We are not coded. So which is Jerry, which is Tom. Okay, but here is each images we are coded. What is Tom? What is Jerry? Okay, but here in the unsupervised learning, we are not coding anything. Okay, as it is very importing in the machine, automatically it will give the output. That is called unsupervised learning. Okay, so the algorithm will be same. The third type is reinforcement learning. Right on. Third type is reinforcement learning. So there are three types of machine learning. One is called supervised, unsupervised. Another one is called reinforcement learning. So this is mostly for developing robots, developing games. Okay, artificial intelligence based games or robots. So there will be a Tom or Jerry. So if you do one activity, either it will be punished or rewarded. For example, robots are moving from one place to another place. If it is any images are there, it will give either it will stop mean we are giving some punishment. Okay, so for example, that is if it is not stopped mean we are giving punishment. If it is stopped mean we will giving rewards. So based on this we'll train the machines. Okay, so that is called which one? Reinforcement learning. Okay, so reinforcement learning mostly used in the which one? Developing robots, developing artificial intelligence based system of games. Okay, games like a chess game, there are other games they're used in this reinforcement learning. So mostly we are going to use supervised and unsupervised machine learning. If possible, we'll learn reinforcement learning also. Okay, so this is the main difference. Just go through. 1 minute, I'll wait. Just go through. So here the supervised data will be labeled or coded. Okay, unsupervised data will be there, but it's unlabeled. But here there is no predefined data. Based on the activity, we'll get the data. Example, in the supervised learning, we are going to use regression, classification, logistic regression, all these things. Here we are going to use clustering, that is called unsupervised learning. Reinforcement learning, we are going to use something reward-based techniques. Okay, so the techniques are Q, SAS. Okay, these are the techniques we are going to learn. Learn by labeled data, otherwise coded data. Machine learning, unlabeled data. Here data will not be based on the environment. The machine will react. Based on the reaction, either will give punishment or reward. If punishment means machine will be trained. The machine will be not trained. Reward means machine will be go to the next level. With punishment means again you have to give some experiment. Okay, mostly we are going to use this technique, supervised and unsupervised. Okay, types of machine learning problems solved. Okay, so there are 3 types of machine learning problem. Please write down. Regression based, classification based, another one is clustering. Regression, classification, don't write everything, just heading you write down. Please understand, before Monday you have to upload your notebook notes. Okay, take a photo of your if you don't have laptop or anything, what you do, just take the photo and upload in the Google Classroom. If your laptop, please try to type it in the Word document itself and send it to me. Key points. Okay, so after you will forget everything, at least if some basic notes are there, you can refer. Which if you're going to any jobs, and that time you don't have time to refer any big material. That time if you refer this one, at least you understand the basics. What is machine learning? What are the different types? What is the artificial intelligence? What are the different types? At least you get some idea. Okay, so try to write some sample basics notes. So here, if you look at this, there are 3 problems solved by the machine learning. One is called regression, classification, and clustering. Regression and classification can come under supervised learning only. Clustering will come under unsupervised learning. So these 3 we'll try to learn. If time permit, we will learn reinforcement, but it's very difficult because it's mostly advanced technique. Okay, so I'll stop here. Now we'll go to our R software. Everybody install R software.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many people not installed?
Sir, now only I am downloading, sir.
Yeah, download. Just open, everybody open the R software. Before that, I'll take one poll. Let's see. Just check it whether you just type it answer for this one. I'll check how many people will answer. Only 3 people not installed. Huh? 3. If everybody respond, out of 24, only 18 people have respond. Always log in Zoom through mobile app. Okay, don't go to the website and don't log it. What about other 6 people? 90 people respond. Remaining 6 people. Okay. Okay, better I'll go majority is okay. Other people please write down the steps you can write down. Okay, so no problem, but you write down the steps at least. Let's see. Are you able to see my software window? I'll share it now. Please everybody open the R software. I think I can't teach now this one. Okay, I'll put 10:45 right class. Okay, it is right. Not 10:30. Yeah, everybody open the software. Please open R software. This is the window, you will get it. Okay. I'm checking view. I'll try how to zoom it. I don't know. Some problem is there. Okay, leave it. We'll start now. Just write down the step, first step. Okay. Now, okay. Now, first you have to import the data. Okay. Did you remember I already given the data in the this one? Just click the data, wine data. There are two data set will be there, right? In the I'll just show you. I already given the link for data coding. Here there are two data sets are there. What is the two data? Why two data set? This is called trained data set and this is called tested data set. Okay, so I'll just explain the data now. Just open the data. So this is the total data. Okay, year, price. 1 minute. I'm not able to see Excel. I think. Yeah. Now are you able to see the Excel now? Okay. Year, price, winter rain, average, harvest rain, age, France population. So what is the sample? Total how much sample is there? Netpukal, how many sample is there? Data? Did you everybody got the data set? Please download the data set. Are you there, Netpukal?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
20. Unmute your mic.
25, sir.
Yeah, 25 years data is there. Okay, you just open how much is there in test data. Test data, how much is there? Just open and check it.
2, sir.
Huh?
2, sir.
2 year only it is there. Okay, so always training data should be more than testing data. Okay, so now I'll go to the case study, then I explain, then we'll come to the R. Okay, before that, please everybody download the data. Now I'll go to the case study, then explain now. 1 minute, yeah. View full screen, read mode. Yeah, 1 minute, somebody's chatting. I just check it whether any clarification or anything. Data is not opening, sir. No, it will open Excel only. Any problem is open, data is not opening. Susma Anjali is telling. Excel only. If you have Excel software, definitely.
It is asking like no preview available, download and connect more apps, sir. It is not opening.
Yes, sir.
No,
For
no.
me also it is coming like that.
Sir, opening in Google Sheets, sir. It is
No,
coming
no.
in Google Sheets.
First you download the data set. See, for example, you go to here, download the data set. See, just
Sir, for some people it won't download, sir. We have to click the Google Sheet
no,
option.
wait. Listen, 1 minute. I'll just tell you that I'll go to the Google Classroom. I'll tell you. Then we'll proceed. See here. Listen here. 1 minute. Everybody listen. Then after it's not working, we'll discuss. Okay. See, this is everybody can see my Google Classroom.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now go to this one, data. Click here. Then you go to this one. Top you can see some images, right? 3 dot.
Yes.
Click open in new window.
Okay.
Now you are getting again one more 3 images, right? Or you can just download. Some option is there, download.
Okay, sir.
Are you able to download now? Check it. Let me know. Or here itself you can download, or you can download here. First step. Listen here. One more time. I'll tell you. Just click here. Or 1 minute. Click here and open a new window. You can't preview in. Just click open a new window.
Got it, sir. Open.
Now you download. Now don't download a Google Sheet. Download in this normal. Okay. Now download. Or here itself you try to download. I think it's download. It's downloading. See here. Because I put it in the Google Drive. That's why you have to download. Is it okay? Yeah. Some people are asking some doubt, right? Varada, some people tell me now. Is it
Yes,
opening?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. Open.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please, everybody do this year after. All the material you can do this one, except case study. Remaining things you can do like this. Now it will be in your download folder. What about other people? Vijit, is it okay? Vijit, are you there, Vijit? Everybody, can you show photos? Are you there? Just show your video camera.
So we are here.
Yeah. Hariram, sit somewhere. Don't stand. How you will do that? Sitting or standing? The Netpugal is there. Anish, are you there? Moksal is there. Ashwin is there. If you don't have any problem, just type it. Anish, okay. Hariram, okay. Sit somewhere, Hariram. Take paper and pen. Darshini, okay. Yeah, Varda, okay. Okay, are you there? Vijit, please open. Vijit, Arnath. Yeah, Vaishnavi, fine. Yeah, Avinash, okay. Just want to check. Devyani, are you there? Sharbani, Sushmanjali. Sushmanjali, she's typed. Okay, she's there. Sharbani also there. Devyani, are you there? Please interact. If you're not interacting, I assume that you are not there.
Yes, I'm there.
Vanishka, Anand, Ragul.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Okay. Show a video, Nishant. Show a notebook in the camera at least. Where I should have notes. Okay, please upload the notes. Everything mark is the internal mark. Before next class, every week you have to upload. I think this week classes are over. Before coming to the next week, you have to upload the notebook. If you don't have laptop, take the photo of the written notebook and upload. And you have to merge it in a single file. Okay, don't put separate image. So there is a PDF. You can PDF merge. Something will be there online. You just merge it and you have to upload in the Google Classroom. Okay. Now fine. We start now. Just another. I'll just introduce the case. I think we'll see how to import the data. I think case study I will start from next class. Just it will take some time to go through the case study. Okay. Now everybody go to the R software. I'll tell you how to import the data. Next class we'll learn the case study and we'll do it. Okay. So now go to file, change directory. So mostly mine is data is in the download. I already downloaded, I think. I'll check it 1 minute. Download file. Wine test is there. I will download the which data you have to use now.
Train data.
Train data. This is nothing but normal word. 1 minute. I just download. Yeah, I download the wine data. You have to use it. Okay. Yeah. So first you have to change the directory. Please everybody write down those who doesn't have any laptop. Please write down the steps. File, change directory. Directory mean the file wherever the final folder you have to tell. From that only you have to tell. Change directory. So it is in the download folder. Okay. So download, there is no separate folder. You just click download. Okay. Or if you have in the, for example, if you have in the desktop, I think that I'm desktop mean accordingly you have to put it. File, change directory, download. Download, there is no folder. You didn't put anywhere in the folder. It is in the download. Okay, just click. So I'm getting different output because my download will be different. Okay, just click OK. That's all. Is it okay? Now data is imported. Now you have to change the file name. What is the file name now? What is the file name? Simple step. First step you have completed which one? File, change directory. If it is a download mean you can check it download. If it is a desktop mean you have to click desktop and you have to do. If it is some other drive, for example, if it is a C drive mean you have to go to C drive and you have to locate the final folder. Okay. Wherever the data, if it is not in any folder, wherever that drive, just you click it. So mine is change directory. It is in the download folder. Just click OK. Now it's fine. Now you have to rename the file. What is the file name now? What is the file, that Excel file name? What is the Excel file name? Do you have any? What is the wine? Okay. Wine. What is that? How the spelling was there? Capital. Y is capital or Y small letter? How the file name? It's very. Please understand. Very careful with the wordings and all. What is the file name? All are small. All are small. All are small letter. Yeah. Small letter. Okay. You write down. Okay. So you write down wine equal to read dot CSV. Open the bracket. Quotation wine dot CSV. 1 minute, I'll magnify. Are you able to see my screen now? Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You type this one. Wine equal to wine is the file we are going to. You can use anything. If you want, you can use case study. Anything before equal to, you can put any wording. After equal to, it's our understandable language. For example, the wine original file name of wine is what? Wine.csv. CSV is the format. If it is a doc mean wine.doc. It's PPT mean wine.ppt. Okay, this is a CSV file. Okay, I'll just show you. See here, I'll share the screen. See here. This case study, see here, this is not a Excel file. What is the file name? CS mean comma separated value file. Okay, if Excel file mean you have to type whatever the file extension name. PDF mean accordingly you have to type it. So data given is a CSV format. Okay, so even though the name is wine, but default it will be in the .csv. Okay, so if you click here and see the properties, See here, what is the file? .csv file name. This is the default file name. Okay, so that's why in the R programming, we are hereafter we are not going to use original file name is wine.csv. So this original file name we are changing into wine. If you don't, I don't want wine, sir, I want some other name. Okay, you can put your name also, or you can put the course name, anything you can put it. So this before equal to you can do anything. After equal to, the read.csv is the R understandable language. So we are converting the original file name into wine. Why we are putting this quotation? Always in the text you have to put quotation. Okay, this quotation you have to number me no need, text you have to put in the quotation. Now enter. After this, please enter. Yeah, are you getting any error now? Anybody getting error?
Sir, I am getting error.
Yeah, you check this whether you are doing the same thing. First you have to if the data is not located properly. Anybody without error you are getting? Anybody? How many people are getting this error? Without error, are you getting this next line? Anybody? Please interact. Anybody getting without any error? At least type it in chat window.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I got without error.
Yeah, yeah. If you are getting any error, first you have to check whether you properly loaded the data. Okay, download mean download folder you have to check, or some other folder you download mean you check it. That folder you have to look at. After that, when this word you can type anything. For example, I can type any word also. Okay, but after equal to you have to type read.csv. Check the spelling. If you type e something, you will not get it. You have to type exactly dot. You have to don't put any space. CSV, open the bracket, quotation. That is shift enter error is there. Don't put some other quotation. Okay, wine you have to put dot CSV quotation, open the button, then enter. Now data is loaded. Now you type wine, enter. Here you will get all the Excel data here. Type wine and X. Now data is ready now. Remember whatever we saw in the Excel sheet, it is there. Okay, so next class what I will do is I will go with the same data set. We'll learn the case study and we'll apply this one. The case study will be interesting case study. So we have a wine tasting, right, in India, wine tasting, tea tasting, coffee tasting. So how the wine taster is beaten by a data analytics person, machine learning person. Okay, so they are used to charge more amount in the wine tasting. They'll come to the wine taste and they'll taste it and they'll tell whether it's a quality wine or not quality. Accordingly, they'll charge money. But they'll use some qualitative data. But we are going to use some quantitative data to predict the quality of wine using machine learning algorithm. So we are going to use regression. Next class we'll use Monday. Okay, Monday or Tuesday we'll try to understand the case study and apply this data set. Okay, so today we have learned some basics of machine learning. Okay, before machine learning we learn what are the different types of AI, what is machine learning, and what are the different steps in the machine learning. How many steps are there? 7 steps are there. Yeah, Arnath, tell me.
Nothing, sir. Accidentally.
Accidentally you raised your hand. Okay, okay. So that's what we learn. Different types of machine learning and what are the advantage. And now we have entered into first type of machine learning problem. Okay, we are going to learn regression. So we are applying this this regression into one situation called tasting, wine tasting. Okay, so we have installed the software today and we have imported data. Next class we'll understand the case study and we'll get the output. We'll understand the process. Okay. So now I'll stop here. Now you'll go to your which one? Your Google Classroom and complete the quiz. Okay. So there is one quiz is there. You just click this and complete. The second session. So everything based on your understanding of this. Already one person answered, I think. Who is that person? Yadu Shankar. Very fast. Yeah, other people also answer. See, see whatever I've sent mail, same Gmail ID you have to log in the Google Classroom. If you are using some other Gmail ID and log in, you will not get the answer. Okay, you have to use same login. Yeah, now I'll stop here. You complete the quiz, and 10:45 I'll leave the class. You complete before
Sir, can you please zoom in that page?
which page?
The recent one which is shown on your screen.
No, recent one mean what?
This one, yeah.
R software. Huh?
Yes, sir. You previously zoomed in, but it went off very fast.
Okay, now it's fine.
No, sir, no, sir. Thanks. Enough. That's enough.
What happened?
No, it's okay now. It's okay. I'll take screenshot and zoom in.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sharing the video. You just go through.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's
Yes.
Yeah. Now, please try to answer the quiz. Everybody complete last quiz. I think some people are not done it. No problem. Anyway, year after all the, I'll take it some best of 5 or 10. Quiz 1 leave it. Quiz 2 you try to do it. Missing and all the because I think you Manasa and Krishna Bayajada they might have joined late. Before that I assigned the quiz. That's why they're not able to submit. Maybe this time they will submit. They can submit. Just try.
Sir, yesterday I submitted, sir.
Submitted, but you might have joined Google Classroom after assigning the first quiz. Maybe that is because of the reason. I assigned this quiz I think 1 day, 2 days before the class. That time you are not in the classroom.
Okay, sir.
I think you registered only yesterday, right?
Yes.
Maybe
No,
that.
sir.
You are registered in that Google Classroom. When you register?
Sir, when you sent that message, no, sir, that code and all.
Oh, that time it's a
That time only I registered, sir.
Okay, the mail ID you check it whether the same mail ID or different mail ID.
Okay,
What is your
sir.
name?
Okay, sir.
I'm not able to.
Manasa, sir.
Manasa, okay. Manasa, you check it.
Okay, sir.
This mail ID I'll check it 1 minute. Manasa, this is your mail ID, right? Same mail ID you're using for Google Classroom, everything, right?
Yes, sir.
Manasa 49 Royal at
Yes,
Gmail.
sir.
Same, okay.
Yes,
Then
sir.
I'll check it. Okay. This time today you check it, submit. If any problem, I will check it.
Okay, okay, sir.
Everybody submit the quiz. Krishna Bajaj, are you there? Bajaj. Bajaj, are you there? You said you will bringing a laptop today. Are you having laptop with you? Bajaj? Left or what? Anushka submitted. Darshini submitted. Preeti submitted. Ashwin submitted. Susma submitted. Anish submitted. Tejaswini submitted. Yadu Shankar submitted. Varda submitted. Hariram submitted. Other people do it before 11 o'clock. Okay, any other clarifications? Shall I end the meeting now? Preeti, any doubt, anything, any clarification? Magesh is not there. Preeti? Preeti, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Any clarification, anything? Is it okay, right?
Yes, sir. The work done in the TAR software, where it will be saved, sir?
No, if, as of now, copy and paste it in Word document. I'll tell you how to save it in the next class. Okay, as of now, you just copy it and paste it in a Word document. Okay, after this class, I'll tell you how to save it in the R itself.
Okay, sir.
Okay, any other clarification?
No.
Okay. It's fine. We'll meet in next class, next week. Okay, shall I end the meeting now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye. See you next week. Bye. Okay, I'll share that window. You upload a notebook. Today, don't upload separate image if you have without laptop. The Word document, one Word document you upload.
Okay, sir.
Okay, bye. See you on Monday.